Will you tell me a story? Have you ever thought why we love to hear stories? They can be a bedtime treat, a tale told by someone we love, or perhaps you enjoy sitting by a roaring campfire eating squishy toasted marshmallows while someone tells a deliciously creepy ghost story, the hairs on the back of your neck tingling, just as they did for listeners centuries ago. Myths and legends, folk tales, fairy stories, religious scripture and fables have all been passed down generation to generation. Oral storytelling is thought to date back between 30 and 50,000 years, perhaps even longer. Some think it's been around since humans first learned to speak, and it's a tradition found in every culture and in every age. Historians think the earliest example may be the Aboriginal Australians who describe dream time, their explanation of how the world was created. Now, stories can be divided into two types: fairy tales, which are made up, and legends, which are supposed to have happened. Stories can be short or long, for example India's Mahabharata and Greece's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey, as well as the Anglo-Saxon Beowulf. Stories can change with every telling and may have a lesson or moral for the listener. Then, with the invention of writing, oral stories began to be collected and written down. The fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm and Hans Christian Andersen were originally folk tales spoken aloud before the authors penned their own versions. And perhaps the most dramatic example of storytelling is in 1001 Nights, where a new story must be told every night, or else the teller faces execution. So for this week's challenge, why don't you try telling your own story aloud? You can use costumes and props, rhyme, singing, music or dance to help if you want to. You could perform in front of friends or family, or just record your voice on a mobile phone. Your story could be based on a local legend, a favourite fairy tale or an epic poem. It's completely up to you. And you'll find tips on this week's Time Tunnellers blog. Stay tuned next week. Bye!